by Avo Technology.
About to be thrown out at an altitude of 10,000 meters, he laughed uncontrollably.
What's so funny? I'm just thinking about what the big guy's gonna do to you.
The old man nodded in agreement, and his subordinates promptly threw the man out of the helicopter.
Big guy? Who the hell was he talking about?
At this moment, the old man couldn't imagine that the man referred to as a big guy was someone capable of kicking a car over with a single foot. With a massive physique and a highly intelligent mind, he was essentially a humanoid tank with maximum combat power. Currently, he was investigating the case of his good friend being thrown into the wilderness. After a night of confrontation, the casino manager found them and informed them that no irregularities were found in the casino accounts. However, during his investigation, the police delivered bad news. The other two members Jack was looking for were discovered dead in the wilderness. They were also tortured and thrown out of a helicopter. Seeing this, Jack couldn't hold back anymore. He left without hesitation and went to a weapons store.
Where the hell are you going?
We're gonna need more guns.
Jack purchased several handguns, and everyone was satisfied with their assigned weapons. They immediately set off for New Generation Corporation. Yesterday, the only trace they found in the killer's car was a parking card from New Generation Corporation. They believed they might find something there. However, halfway to their destination, a police car pulled them over. They thought they were done for. The bald cop from the previous assault arrived, and after a search, he took Jack directly to the police station. Despite being assaulted by Jack previously, the bald cop stated he wouldn't press charges against Jack. Instead, he invited Jack to the police station to assist in solving the case of the special investigation team members being killed. The bald cop provided a clue they hadn't discovered before. In Carl's printer at home, the police found an unprinted email. Due to running out of ink at the time, the paper remained blank. It detailed a plan for a terrorist operation orchestrated by someone named Azari Mahmoud. The police couldn't find any information about this person, but Jack instantly recognized the name starting with A as one of the aliases of the mysterious figure. Jack listed all the names starting with A from the hard drive and asked the police to investigate these individuals' whereabouts. After capturing some information, the bold police officer indeed found that one of the names Jack had written down appeared in the United States. AM had purchased a ticket an hour ago from Denver to Kennedy. Once this person went through boarding procedures, the police could arrest him on the spot. At this moment, the mysterious figure had already arrived at the airport. His habitual observation of every passenger suddenly noticed a person standing against the wall, seemingly staring at something. Looking to the other side, another man appeared to be monitoring something. Realizing something was amiss, he unexpectedly approached the man who seemed to be watched. Intentionally knocking over his luggage and helping him pick it up, he immediately confirmed his suspicion. It turned out the mysterious figure discovered that the man's suitcase was empty, and if he was truly a passenger, he wouldn't bring an empty suitcase to the airport. His whereabouts were likely exposed, and he reported this situation to his employer, stating that as a highly intelligent individual, he had already devised a second way into the city. Meanwhile, Nigli and Carla had arrived at New Generation Corporation. They presented the parking card to the supervisor, hoping to find out what the killer had done there that day. The surprising response was that he had come for an interview. This revelation shocked everyone, but after some thought, Jack believed the killer going to New Generation Corporation for an interview was likely a decoy. After going to the company, he came to hunt him down. Therefore, it was very likely that he met his employer there. To uncover the truth, they decided to sneak into New Generation Corporation at midnight to gather information. Since someone in the company had contacted the killer, there would likely be some traces left behind. New Generation was only 7 kilometers away from the police station, so they had only 2 minutes to gather information. Jack told everyone that if he didn't return within this time, they shouldn't wait for him, because he had his own way of handling things. After the instructions, everyone donned their headgear and started the operation. Having prepared the company's layout in advance, they efficiently reached the designated areas and began collecting information. Everything visible and invisible was packed into sacks. Jack unexpectedly found a bottle of Lafitte and decided to take it along. He even didn't miss the company's large group photo either. When the 2 minutes elapsed, everyone returned to the car on time, except Jack.
You see Reacher?
Nope. But he said not to wait for him.
No, I'm not leaving him here.
I don't want to go either, but I don't defy an order from Jack Reacher. He say go, we go.
Hey! Can't believe you were gonna leave me.
Having successfully escaped the company, the group began organizing the obtained information. When they opened the company's group photo, they were utterly stunned to discover that their former teammate, Swan, was actually an employee of this company. After retiring from the military, he had donned a robber's mask, raided New Generation Corporation in the middle of the night, and engaged in a grand robbery. However, all they stole were internal company documents, as their real goal was to investigate the cause of their former teammate's death. Jack was taken aback to learn that the missing teammate, Swan, was an employee of this company and had even risen to the position of security chief. This revelation led to the suspicion that Swan might have become a traitor, causing the deaths of the other 2 team members. Jack found it hard to believe, as Swan had always been a highly trustworthy partner. He was more inclined to think that Swan was under threat from the company, leading to his disappearance. Reflecting on an incident during their special investigation team days, they had successfully uncovered a case of transporting contraband. However, when they discovered a discrepancy in the seized contraband, suspicions fell on Swan, who was responsible for transporting the stolen goods. Though they found the missing item under the driver's seat during the search, it led to a lasting distrust among the team members. Going through Swan's computer emails, they noticed that as the company's security chief, he would regularly copy emails to himself, his superiors, and 6 other security personnel as part of a team. However, there was one email he did not handle.
I was listening to an album the other day. Thought you might like it. Jimi Hendrix. Axis, Bold as Love. The 6th song is amazing. Take a listen. Tell me what you think.
Raising questions about why Swan, who supposedly disliked guitar music, hadn't processed it. Further investigation revealed that the 6th song in the series was named Little Wing. This sparked a sudden realization in Jack's mind. He had seen a federal defense project document with the codename Little Wing. It was the largest contract signed by New Generation Corporation, with a congressman placing the order. It seemed like the so-called Little Wing plan had some serious issues, prompting them to devise a plan to extract useful information from the congressman. The congressman, with a history of 2 instances of drunk driving during his college days mysteriously disappearing from his record, had a penchant for symphony music. Tonight, he was attending a concert, providing the perfect opportunity to set a trap. Jack first went to a mall, bought an elegant suit, and transformed into a suave gentleman. Carla, with her stunning dress, complemented the act. At the concert, Carla pretended to be a clueless beauty, who accidentally bumped into the congressman, seeking help to find her seat. The congressman, being helpful, took her to his car. Capitalizing on the enhanced atmosphere, with a touch of illicit substances provided by Carla, the congressman was soon captivated. However, the authorities had been waiting at the entrance, and as the evidence and witnesses piled up, the congressman faced serious charges. Just as he was regretting his decisions, Jack and the team entered the interrogation room. The arresting police officer turned out to be an old friend of Jack's. They offered the congressman a deal: reveal information about the contents of the Little Wing files in exchange for dropping the charges. Faced with the prospect of serious accusations, the congressman reluctantly shared the secret. The Little Wing was a cutting-edge military technology, initially designed for protecting commercial airplanes from missile attacks. When New Generation Corporation got involved, they proposed upgrading the technology for military applications. The plan involved miniaturizing the Little Wing to fit inside missiles, allowing them to change direction mid-flight, even making deliberate maneuvers away from the target and returning from behind, rendering all known countermeasures ineffective. The revelation left everyone horrified, realizing the catastrophic consequences if such technology fell into the wrong hands. The congressman mentioned that New Generation Corporation had two bases, one in New York developing the Little Wing software, and the other in Denver working on hardware. Jack decided they needed to go immediately to these two bases. He and Blondie headed to the New York base, while Carla and Neagley went to investigate the clues at the Denver base. Before setting out on this mission, they decided to have dinner. As they approached a steakhouse, a group of bikers suddenly surrounded them. Faced with the threat of guns, they reluctantly handed over their weapons. The leader of the bikers, hearing of Jack's reputed intelligence, arrogantly declared his intent to kill him.
I'm gonna cut ya. Gotcha. Leave you.
After a fierce exchange, Jack, relying on his explosive strength, defeated the bikers present. The leader's phone rang, and Jack answered to hear the familiar voice, realizing it was the same person who had sent the assassins last time.
Assume that's who I'm talking to? Head of security? Head of this whole thing?
Okay, Reacher. Why don't we make a deal? I have the means to give you anything you could ask for. What is it that you want?
I want to throw you out of a helicopter.